What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name is Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, admittedly, all these cameo rumors for Deadpool 3 started to feel a lot like Multiverse of Madness all over again, but truth be told, most of them have been confirmed by industry insider trades and outlets that we trust. It's only some of the fringe ones that started to sound a little bit rumory, like the most recent rumor that we would see Wanda facing off against Jean Grey. Well, Elizabeth Olsen doesn't even have a contract with Marvel Studios right now. I was one of the first to say that, so while that was lining up to be the next Superior Iron Man rumor, most of these have already been confirmed. Well, breaking yesterday and from a trusted industry insider source, man, we got a whole new list of cameos, and some of them are rather unbelievable, like a second version of Wolverine that's not Hugh Jackman, and of course, Taylor Swift as Dazzler. We're going to break down this extensive list, talk about where it's coming from, and while we're going to remind you guys to take this with a grain of salt and leave it in rumor mill territory, we'll try to separate the fact from fiction and see if there could be any truth to any of this, much in the same way we have for all of the cameo reports up until now. We're breaking down the latest and crazy cameo rumors for Deadpool 3 and Wolverine, but first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews, to the occasional industry insider report and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. The next one is right around the corner to coincide with Loki. Again, all you got to do, be a sub, leave a comment on this video if you want, stick around to the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. So this list actually broke late yesterday from the source, the Diz Insider. They have sort of an established track record over the last 3 or 4 years. Sometimes they get things right, sometimes they get things wrong, just like us, but they go on to say we should leave this in rumor mill, grain of salt territory, so I will tell you guys the same. However, they also go on to say that they've heard some of these, in some cases, from multiple sources, so take that for what you will. We're going to run down this full list, and I'll annotate it where we can. They start off by saying X-23, she actually was rumored to be in the film. That broke over on the Fandom Wire back on November 17th of 2022, under the headline, Deadpool 3 rumored to be bringing back Daphne Keane as X-23 with Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Of course, they did announce that they were leaving Logan alone, but since we know they're intercepting that timeline, or multiple timelines across the multiverse, before Logan even happened, so plenty of room to bring X-23 back. It's just important to note that she has barely shown up in any of the plot leaks or rumors that we've seen this year. Speaking of another character that's barely shown up, the next name on their list is Shatterstar, and while we do know some of those X-Force members will be returning even though they died in Deadpool 2, the actor himself who played Shatterstar, Louis Tan, actually implied he may be returning. This as reported by GameRant in November of last year. Louis Tan basically just tweeted out the cross swords and a skull, the poop emoji, hashtag Deadpool 3. Not too cryptic if you ask me. Really good chance he's returning alongside some of the other X-Force members we know are coming back, like Colossus. Third name on their list is Scarlet Witch, Wanda Maximoff. Yes, she has been rumored to be in this film, but again, I immediately came out to debunk this and say she has no contract with Marvel Studios, and unless something was to drastically change, she will not be showing up in this film. She will not be Magneto's daughter. There will be no House of M timeline in the 838, and she will not be facing off against Jean Grey, so we can go ahead and debunk this one right now, and if I should happen to be wrong about this, I will be pleasantly surprised, but unfortunately, I think Wanda Maximoff has simply become the Tom Cruise Superior Iron Man variant rumor for this film, the one that never showed up in Multiverse of Madness with as many rumors that were out there, so don't plan on seeing her during this film. Now, speaking of a long shot, man, this next one on the list, number 4, is absolutely crazy. Apparently, we're going to see a different variant of Wolverine, and that variant is going to be Taron Egerton. Now, reportedly, Taron Egerton met with Marvel Studios multiple times and before they set up for Deadpool 3, but he was never connected to anything except the rumor mill and the concept art connecting him to Wolverine. He was asked by Total Film just 4 months ago about this, and unless he totally sandbagged it, decided to pull an Andrew Garfield, as they called it, he is not playing this character in any time soon. But the fact that they're doing variants, much in the way they did John Krasinski, from the concept art that was basically just a fan cast, they might decide to do this too. It would be a neat opportunity to give an actor like Taron Egerton, who's already admitted he thinks he's too old to play the character, a chance to suit up as Wolverine and one time in the MCU. Also, keep in mind, Taron Egerton met with Marvel Studios reportedly multiple times and long before this rumor ever came out. Now, as unlikely as I may see Wanda and Taron Egerton Wolverine from the 3rd and 4th spot, the 5th and 6th spot on this list actually make a lot of sense. In the 5th spot, we have Loki, but apparently, and according to them, it would be a variant of Loki and not the one that we followed and mostly through from the 616, but variants of Loki are a dime a dozen, and considering we already know that the TVA is going to be involved with this, we expect to see Mobius, as well as other TVA agents, Minutemen, even Deadpool at the TVA, and it's rumored that's how he's going to end up in the 616. I think there's a really good chance that Miss Minutes and Loki, if any of the names on this list would show up, they would be the most likely candidates out of them all. Now, the next one on the list, I don't have much to say about. We do know that they're going to recanonize some of the Fantastic Four, but of the confirmations that we've gotten at large from the industry insider trades, the Fantastic Four from the 2000s have not been among them. However, the next spot on this list actually says we'll see a version of Doctor Doom, and it'll be from the 2000 Fantastic Four. I think maybe some of these cameos may be quick and in passing, and I won't mind that, especially if it truly is Deadpool and Wolverine jumping through the multiverse from the TVA and killing these variants, but I wouldn't hold my breath on that one either. The next one on the list is Daredevil, played by Ben Affleck. He was heavily rumored to be on set by multiple industry insiders, only days before The Hollywood Reporter and Deadline confirmed that Jennifer Garner was coming back as Elektra. I don't think they're bringing back Jennifer Garner as Elektra and then Ben Affleck was on set and then synchronistically he's not playing Daredevil. I think it's almost an assured thing. It was a phone call, pretty easy phone call at that, and given the context of what we know, I would say that one's almost as assured as Loki and Miss Minutes as opposed to some of the other names on this list. Now quickly, they do group together a bunch of X-Men: Mystique, Jean Grey, Storm played by Halle Berry, even Brian Cox Stryker, Gambit played by Channing Tatum, which we had already heard the rumor that long before we knew they started filming, he had filmed his cameo in advance. We heard this for some other people as well. We also heard that Magneto was coming back. That was confirmed by Sir Patrick Stewart when he confirmed that he and Sir Ian McKellen still had plans for the character. Now, the only name that leaves on this list is Taylor Swift Dazzler. Now, these rumors are actually tied all the way back to Deadpool 2. There's a friendship between Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift. He's known to have wanted to get her into one of the films. She said in the past that she would want to join the MCU, and because of who she is and what it is, Dazzler seems to make the most sense. I should also point out that the same rumor popped up again when she was rumored to show up in the second Dark Phoenix, the later run of X-Men, again tied to the role Dazzler. But honestly, guys, even though this is the 3rd time this has shown up, or because it's the 3rd time it's shown up, I'm not sure which, I just find this one to be the hardest to believe. I mean, maybe where there's smoke, there's fire, and in the past, things that have seemed like a total long shot, basically a year or two before Eternals came out, we were reporting that Harry Styles was going to play Eros, and this feels like that same kind of rumor. Of course, Harry Styles would play Eros. Are you kidding? Of course, Taylor Swift would play Dazzler. Maybe there's a shot, but I just find this one to be the hardest to believe. And I should point out the trusted industry insider, the infamous and everybody's favorite anonymous Twitter scoopster, immediately came out, my time to shine hello, to debunk this and say that this was not true, which I sort of have to side with them. I really find this one hard to believe. But of all the names on this list, again, a lot of them were confirmed by Hollywood traders, and there are tons of names that are going to show up in this film that aren't on this list, like Colossus, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, so it's going to be a cameo fest regardless. That's why I just don't think you need cameos like this. Basically, we saw the same thing in Ezra Miller's Flash, where they did do one of these sort of quick going through the multiverse, seeing all these different variants. They can do it, but it doesn't mean they should do it, and they definitely don't need to do it, and especially for this film that already has more cameos than anybody can count. But guys, let me know all your thoughts down below about any and all of this for the cameo list, and who do you got as your pie in the sky wish if you could get a cameo of any actor, any character? Let me know down in the comments. I'm all ears. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. All right, we are still giving away PlayStation 5s here at the channel. The next one will be with the finale of Loki in just a couple of months. If you want to be entered to win, or for any of the other giveaways here at the channel, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button because you need to be a subscriber, then leave a comment down below because it's truly random. The more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, same way we're doing here. Best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you liked today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name is Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes with original music under the name Allfires. And while I sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.